The Untouchables and the Pax Britannica by Baba Sahib Ambedkar. Part 98. The same attitude was reiterated in 1928 when the resolution of Mr. Jayakar was discussed in the Central Legislative Assembly. Mr. Bajpai, speaking on behalf of the government, said, "It is not by increasing the number of special schools or by providing special facilities that you are going to solve this problem of the untouchables. You will solve this problem only by quickening and broadening the spirit of all sections of the community towards the so-called depressed classes. Leaving the problem to be solved by the quickening of the conscience of the Hindus, the British government just neglected the untouchables and believed that as a government they were not called upon to do anything to help to improve the lot of the untouchables. How did the British justify this neglect of so helpless and so downtrodden a class of their subjects as the untouchables? The answer is very clear. They did it by taking the view that the evil of untouchability was not of their making. They argued that if they did not deal with the evil of untouchability, they are not to be blamed for it because the system did not originate with them. This was clearly enunciated by the government of Bombay in 1856. In June 1856, a petition was submitted on behalf of a Mahar boy to the government of Bombay complaining that though willing to pay the usual schooling fee, he had been denied admission to the Dharwar government school. In disposing of the application, the government of Bombay thought the matter so important that it issued a resolution dated 21st July 1856, of which the following is the full text. 1. The question discussed in the correspondence is one of very great practical difficulty. 2. There can be no doubt that the Mahar petitioner has abstract justice on his side, and government trust that the prejudices which at present prevent him from availing himself of existing means of education in Dharwar may be here long removed. 3. But government are obliged to keep in mind that to interfere with the prejudices of ages in a summary manner for the sake of one or few individuals would probably do great damage to the cause of education. The disadvantage under which the petitioner is not one which has originated with the government and is one which government cannot summarily remove by interfering in his favor as he begs them to do. This, of course, is an easy view of the duties of government. It is not a responsible view. It is certainly not a view which a civilized government would take. A government which is afraid to govern is not a government. It is only a corporation formed to collect taxes. The British government undoubtedly meant to be more than a mere tax gathering machinery. It claimed to be a civilized government. Then why did it not act to prevent wrong and injustice? Was it because it had no power? Or was it because it was afraid to use them? Or was it because it felt that there was nothing wrong in the social and religious system of India? The answer is that it had the power, the amplest power. It did not use it because for a part of the period it did not think that there was anything wrong in the social system of the Hindus, and during the period when it became convinced that things were wrong, it was overpowered by a sense of fear. The end.